si hydro. 8 million na iming target to 8 million. O yut na ko 2 million towards your hydro bills ito. Masinamo ito 14 million masinamo ito hydro. Nakanop magis. O yung inas ko siya nina John Raymond Robinson ko tayo piyo ko ng sa inyo. Magipas ko na nato. Gusto kita ko na in pictures. I took 3 pictures. One inato kung sa itapit how nito na ba ito pictures? It's on in our territory, our land, our water. Kano ba dyan dito? How much kita mo na ito? How much the damage you think? 40 million, ha? Much ito yan ito. Wala yung mas namat na dito. Mga yung mas namat na. Over 4 years at up mo the NFM, what's the way to pay 100 talan? Mas namo yung 100 talan, eh? Bakit pa mat 100 talan? What? Kung may tomato yung for councils, eka sa way ko ako hydro. Eka taot natin ni 2 million from that 8 million grant funding. Eka taot nat. Mistake mas nama ko no. Tayo tsaka pa istato no. Mas kaya pa ina no. Mitsika mag. Ano ba tayo kami kisa Chenpec 2014. Boy, man was very powerful. Ano ba ito ang video takes 2014? The late Chief Cathy Merrick. Pagkani kami kay Pesagit. Kung say that letter, infection notice. Cooper that Cooper any fight. Ako tagayak. Cooper, what time I say? 5 to 6 or 10 to 6 ite Cooper. Ako anito. Ako that's enough. Enough is enough ito. Or in a woman messages and texts, that's enough. Si Michael to the Nipoy, hardship come here ito. Here, take this infection notice. Deliver it to hydro guys at the office. Semagan. That's the power of the chief. When you want to use your power, David, you can do the same. You know, I'm tagapi. Ako na pinang semagan sa delivery. Ang sabi ko na yung hydro staff. That was powerful. Kaya ba naman? Agad mong staff pa wala mo. Kawas kayo sa mitsa kamain eh. We're very powerful as a nation. And mamangayag together. Kamay tomato, magkita mo maguta. 4 councils, stick together. We cheated. Punay tomato. We all make mistakes. Sagi took. Matsin. Life is short. Punay tomato. Ichito tangagin no. Kakaskita na, no? May utama, kakaskita na, no? Mga kabinawasan ginani-ganiyak. Communication is very important to your people. Tayo tumuhay, wait, tinimo kay ta kami isya ka kinagaya tamago. Kay tsaka po istat nan. Kay tumuhay ako kaya ko, tapos anot nan. Anot ni kayo, no? Mga tayo tumuhay ka sa kami isya ka. Ako mga kagitatos ka na NFA. Ako sa kita hydro. Wala kayo mas salamat na. Kahit ito ko na sway sorcery. Okay mga kan. Wali Roy. Tapos ni last year, I na yun, no? Bata ako. Mga tigas kita ang top mga chief executive officer. Mga tigas kita na. Ako siya ma. Order and council. At kami sa isip, si Kusita, mga tigas kita. Tiyatsi mo gusto ka gitso na pero tiyatsi mo. Ako may NFA. Minuwasan na dito biti ko niyo. NFA po tayo mo sa katik. Misak is from NFA. Misak na aspect. Misak na aspect. Eka na siya mo sa katik. Environmental damages. Water. Awasak. Umana nga ni muta me kaya. Kabeta mata ano kaya ko na ininiyok. We're coming. We're going to tell you the full report. Shirley knows that. Kuta ka bisuge. We're talking about that right now. NFA team is to. Stay ba paningay ko na ininiyok. Stay. We're working on it. Buwan na mga umawan tayo. Miyana ng hydro. Minagisipin ito kay mga counselor. Kaya na ba tayo NFA. Okay, mga kangisige me ko Tagualistan pictures. Kaya beta usi ko mga Minister of Hydro, ang Chief Executive Officer sa kaya na. Kaya beta usi. Kaya kung may wadatos ka atin, mawagsa ko naman my pictures sa itatit sa yan from 1988 to now. Kaya pa ako ang 88. Kaya kung may wadatos ka atin, I'm going to start today, back Friday, and take it out in the office. And tell Manista, I don't know if you go. Patent, no. Oh, I'm staying that information in you. I'm stay. I got lots of information. Eh, sige, timayan na ako magitas kino. Nasa bed, timingay sila ako. Minagit ba, sikat ko, 1977, nasa bed, timi, shoreline. Mistay pagit, naskiske, mistay. Kaya pagit yung maskis yung detis pa rin mga buwan na rin. Kaya doon naman ito, ay pino. Wana sa tis beto, yung may ikaw dita yan, maximum. Yung ba, tinukay, nagayakon, top point, pictures, videotapes. Kaya mamatay lang ang storyline na ako. March, April. May sige yata yung Square Park, Shoreline 1 is March, April. Kaya ate, mas kami, magos ka kami, nega niya tani. Pati Square Park ng Shoreline. Pamasarais na ako. Timayin na ako. Ito yung giwig yan, sakit tawag. Ito man ang ipakasyon mo. Kaya was ko sige hockey ay metta ya matcha ko sisna. Tamay na ako. Abasa ida metta sik ay pagase mo sik mat flats. Kabat no pa 1988. Tapia de NFA wabe so pa Friday. Ano man tega mi kay ka porta man te siya ka mi ka ma ministro office ka ron jaman te ko ano. Ako sa mga ibigyan, my late dad, my mom, Nina, Mary, at instant at that time. Ako tiyagis ko pa ako, 1988. Ako tiyagis ko tayo na kami, the late Sonny Scott, ako Nina, at Tony Paul. All of this recorded on videotape. The late Larry Whiskey, nandiyan ko siya pa na kami. Wala, di pa lang sa ito, Aspinete, din pa at ano. Kasi pa nung yung disparat. Kagipa ako kasi 1988. Chimana, honesty. Mr. Tumaga pamutesik, pa ako. Kawaran lang intake, nito sakit tawa, kete pa ako nito sa wano. Eno ako water line, pipeline. Mr. Ko pagi sige. Kasaryo kaya may pisik kasaryo. Temi na ayan na wigi, halikos sige na city. Nutsimi sa api tanta, ako ni Kiskota kaya sik. Ako tabi transformer kaya apit. Ano ba mas ako tabi 5 or 7 years ako tabi transformer. Itsikate siya mo. Ako transformer right ite. Ako tayo sa kais ni kata PCPs. That causes cancer, mercury poisoning. So that area po tayo tayo kaya ko tayo it's got to be tested. Kaya tayo kaya ko tayo. Asa ka sa oras tayo may ko tayo. Ito pa niya ito kung tagis kino no I got pictures of that. Kito tayo nakasak. Muna kiskento mag-uskat sa kanyang generation. Kabago panik, kahit pagay paninipi. Uno ba ito mag-shoreline na sa Betimi ay sinako, okay? Ay babito sa panik, ay pagan sinikot sik. Ito ba yun niya, my nephew? Udagis panikot. And I was there. Kapengis kasi nasa Betimi ay tapian. Hindi ka ito tayo stopawit. Egi pa ako, ay hindi piyaso pa panip. Ay pwes panigay, kapantaon na pantaon. Awasak tayo sinamatik. Tagasteg signs, nasa Betimi. Signs tagasteg dangerous, tagasteg. Masaya siya naman. At ako pansin na tayo kaya shoreline yung sobe. Ay miss ko siya pa rin shoreline. Dahil ako, kaya na kayo ang soran sita niyo. Asake ako, kaya na ang soran sita height room. At siya sita, minas ka nipe. Shoreline mo ma. Ako tayo the algae color. Purple, green. It's now on a shoreline. Saan peyo ta? One summertime, they do that. Tuloy tayo sa mga shoreline. Tuloy green eh. Tama green. Mati supay ka na yung supay. Igisipin nga ating shoreline. Green. Ako may say recording. Kaya siya nag-iskit to. Ako may nautay ka Sip West. Our burial sites. Sip West. Ako tumingin siya tetan. So ito man ito kaya no, about since 1988 to now, we've been sigaset siya. Hindi ko pa niya papa, sige met. Sigaset siya ngitik. Kaya ako pa at na siya kawasak. Mr. Usyok. Wakas na ito atigin kito. Kinalap met siya makilor way pagok. And this kipek were affected. Matsigisigak were affected. Magagnet like Winnipeg and Skipek were affected. Pagod net like Winnipeg were affected. Okay, pa yung bike na it's a loan like Winnipeg regulation. 715. It's go back like Winnipeg. Nagay Mr. Usyok, farmers sa Betagos Syok. Open the gates right there, okay? Ay, ba bakit na license ito bakit na 750 na pa si level like Winnipeg. Ano ba bakit na nga kinana ma? Makali kinana Lake Winnipeg. Kaya ba tapos from Lake Winnipeg? What? Farmers with this here pa all their shit Farmers like Winnipeg. Kung ba make change back? Kaya kung ano may sapa ko teknik, kung man trend pa ba ito niya take Kate, what was there? Tahan ito kung siya ni Petsik. Medicine, kung siya, muskrats, beavers. We don't know that. Muna kita makay na ano. Kami ang kamansa po teknik pa, amana teknik pa from Lake Winnipeg Kung siya siya ba itapot ito? Siyempre mo kabata mga sa main baby for hydro. That hydro is main baby. Siyempre mo ma. It controls everything. Mutation. Mistake ko yung tana, ano? Kinanaga si tana ka water. Pag-testi na niyo. Kung siya pag-testi siya ka miskwak. Wild food. Pag-testi na niyo. Upang ito, pag-testi siya the water, the fish. Matsapo kami, hindi ko ang matsapo. That was how I was sick. We're sick. So that's the reason I'm helping the Executive Council. We're not permitting them in New York, Kawasak. That's the reason I took pictures. So we can help you guys. Kawasak. Kapenogustik. Topatag our history. That's why I'm saying New York. Mantuay ko si Tata Skino. License of government says why don't you that's kinarama compensation. Bakit na yan compensation? Pisit na po yung kaya ko tita lang kahutanak. Kasi may minsan kamain nyo, talaga sa ako ng hydro. Talaga sa mo the land, the water. Kasi ito hydro eh. Utas the news, utas ito. Kasi ito hydro. We need more power. Ito man ito hydro. It's on the news. Only nga dati ng reporter. Sabi natin mo, ito man power ito. Only nga ito ng hydro. Wind power. Masanita mo. Wind power ito. Kaya kung mga siya, ipaya ka na ito. Ipaya ka nung sita ako sa manok. Kaya sa akin nung sita ka na sa akin es. So that's why we're going to wind power. Kaya kung tumaman ito na itamik. Kutak, final license din itam. It was a final license. Kaya may nani ba? Kaya ba ito may utas na siya niyo agi? This is an interim license. Hindi mo basta sa na sigat. Now it was a final license. Kaya nga itak. I'm telling you, will flood it. I don't know. The other thing, we are talking hydropower to the states, 2025 to 2029. We are talking power from Kamanatuba to the states. So when you get hydro, with what's Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Ontario, $3.9 billion from the outset for the last 10, 15 years. $3.9 billion. I would take it to Maggie Siak. Karamanan siya, tayo mga manan siya, ano. They're not our friends. Ano tayo po, enemy ko. Ito may ko no. That's the most tataw nung Sam. That's a little bit of story what I know. We can talk about NFA from K1 till now. What I know, I can share it with you. But it's going to be a special meeting on NFA alone. O ba ito mo kay NFA, Article 1. Wala yung masinagan ni Menyo. Kilala na, mods. Article 2 na yung sitat. Kinano, mods. All the articles kawa ito kay NFA. Ano yung ginano. These are the words from the white man. From Indian Act words. Natural Resources Transfer Act words sa kutas, diba? I just came to make our language is not there. Our language is very powerful. Very powerful. Itani mo kaya pa sino mistuoso. Kaya mo start sa mga nistuta. The West Rita Women's Council, Executive Council, Youth Elders. Kaya sige sken taman. Kaya sa ikaw taman to NFA. Kaya natin magsat no, kasi ang isitan. Nigi agipaste ka sa 14 months. Agipaste nigi. You know what? Hydro pill ako panig my hydro pill. My late wife, we naman history habits. Ako sa agipaste nigi 14 months ago. Kaya ba sabi sa summer hydro pill at pa man? Ako mami nagigipegis kisot. My new house, kasi isita ng sagagat. Kamay tamad pa maningan nyo. Kasi isita ng nikagat asay. Flooring nga sa isita ng flooring. Apo plumbing. Cupboards. Ako ayo, power taas na siya power. Muna mga debit depend on furniture. Manong suwa niya amin na. Ni pena. Kami na trier. Ay wala may pag-uso na mito itay siya ko tawag. No se man no tegyo, no se mak te wanna come home. Agaskela mi guwago. Agaskela mi guwago. Hanin man, kakabi kita yak. Bukan utang ninyo. Kaya wikit sika pero I understand their frustrations. It's hard to be homeless. 14 months in Siamang Manis. A small room. Sagas kinikutan plana. Ay este kaya shopping bikes na ano pa ba si Tale? Kaya mo start to kuma isa siya ano pala kay siya halfway. It's a hard life. Mata kan maninimigay naman ko natin maninimigay yan. Pabapin na niyo. So yun commit no kay siya may tawa na ipanik. Kaya sa akin mamahapya for councils cast. Kanang pagisintan. Stick to our nation. Stick to our land, our water, our water, our environment. One thing miniguag. I will say, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Saxon Osborne. Raymond Robinson, we're still on the Northern Flint Agreement. Number 6 on the agenda.
Good afternoon again. Northern Flint. Mistake that I'm going to tell about Northern Flint all these years. I first heard about it when I was 16 years old. I knew I was still on. I was going to do that. We move on. Mistake. Kagipep yan istawutay committee. Northern Flint utay committee kagigit siya. Mistake sang ipetago sinista ay kaso magigisi naiyak kasi minagigisi manupal niya isi tas tamihan isi institut taman isi kayan utsi pasigun. Ako kayo mana kamet tami kawan mana kiwan mana with to sita kutakia agreements. Ako makita stake na Northern Flint. The last word I said stake agreement. It's an agreement already. Ako ito sita kutakia mana agreements. Ako sita ko agreements. They're not in our best interest. It's in the interest of the hydro. We know, they would deputy to Tamagano agreements. Just like the one month arrears, who want to put this to Tamag. I don't even know why we keep making new agreements. I said Tagogan a big agreement, 1977. Why do we need other agreements? You should just you cite the article. There's 24 articles in the Northern Flint Agreement. When you do work for Northern Flint Agreement issues, just present and come. You cite the article you're trying to implement. I use the word try because at times it doesn't work. At times yung pumetana mo sikisagot siya mo na arrears kapag kipmitsi pinamakain ako mas temas na ako hydro ayo sa kita po man askaw tansi sa mas namata kilo mas ako tagi pepitigas kaya ako tas kina kilo mas ako tayo makakinagay konute kiwat no lepet semat tayo kuma kipayigan kilo mas mga sa kapegi pensionat siya tagakinagay konute tansi itinite pagista inte mo sa akin at your ancestors their bones. E pamautege. Misete o chutnamak. Etenteni romak. Tässä teni tepoa gino. E siis jopa tamme. Pemuskut uutta your loved ones. Tässä teni tepoa gisto. Ako ito ay masalamata. Just this past summer, nginte mo sa akin bones. Huskana of our loved ones. Mute si Pawes. First it was one. Ano ko tang yatimiske na ko tak. So we had two. Ay gona tay masalama wag. Ay true. Awente ente musaginaw kaya our loved ones. E gusto ko sa kay si ayami pawas ko. Itap may niskapat sigaw. Mami Trinita kay tao. Mami Trinita. Pero pata isinagaw kong taskinan. Kana pa wata pamutsiyami kita piwini. Pepam panigis tao det siman matigas kitain. Matigas tawis sinan. Matigas sagis sinan. Matigas kitain ito taga Espanya. Ito man ay Espanya. Ni ito naman sige ito naman Espanyano ito si Pawes. Ito na nagatsita ayaw. Our burials. Gusto ko mami na. Emang tiyan naman ay true. Nung isitsiget, emang tutagwak. Ako man ito emang salamwak. Ako man, wala mo ito emang salamwak. What's 14 million compared to how much they owe, you know? I mean, tagistingit, we have to pull it pa rin maasayo. Interim license. July 2026, tapunit pa rin. Kakiminitsik, manito pa hydro. November 18, 1970, paman naman. Interim license kiminawak. Tanguchi tatik lo ayo. Lake Winnipeg regulation. Dam. Kitisip pa nila naman August 1972. Ako na sa kikisip pa nila mo 1976. 50 years na naman ayagan naman interim license. Ako na sa tagisip pa nila mo this next year. Tapos naman katutamagin na nagot ta. Kisip pa niya naman. Nagot operate yung 19 hydroelectric dams under what you call Water Protection Act. Eko taga utnay their license. Tegis kayo ni tamek. Pagkisa na tuta magnantaw this coming year. That you apply as our hydro to have an interim license again for the next 50 years. Pagkita ka makuskikiyak. Tatike tutyak, tasike tutama. Tasike simakus kawagawa. Matwani kami na interim license, utat nsunasit siya tawas sime. Nataka tutela no. Tutawana nagmina. Igual mo usama kaya peyan. Ano utamata ko. That interim license is coming to an end. This coming year as usam. This is their final year coming up, 2025. July, tag-isipan nyo. July 20, paman naman. Ito paman mag-isipan nyo. 2026. So, wanitan, mga training datan, Ritapmitutan has your councils, this now tayo niyo ko ta. Ritap to skebinan, Vitamay na tayo titute kuma skipacheva selengan. Mistake sa mikiskay na pamatsyan kapem pagam lista mistake kapem tan mistake pikat sai no pa tenis na ako. Kita magi na ako. Misati iskay ni no. But that's what I want to really focus on. That interim license coming to an end. And to see where we're going to go from there, Kinano, Asaya, with our current situation and status, with the kind of relationship we have with the three parties, Canada, Manitoba, Manitoba, Hydro, on this. Egose.
Thank you very much, Raymond. Just a recap, kita mo tayo, Councilor Shirley Robinson, Minister Sala, itago sinayo on October 23. Sure, Jessica.
Nina nga na naskaw si Ton pitamani ma ka Raymond. Kami skuta manin ma ayo interim license.
Apachita supa mo school.
Nkiskeni te na ni ma interim license sa Santa Cruz kikana no tat no chitanan kiskeni tamak tanteni ta kanimene waya o niskipat si keo license utay so magatsimatek genpeg. So we're working on that at the moment. Takiskeni tamek. Ako ani mamina kahit ito inayo ayo. Tanigata kinuku tatita tanimene video. There's a little video. Kiyayami kikutaw niskipat si keo a year ago. Saksan kikyo pa atene ma video on my phone. Guspi. Wita mo akik hydro. Sikite may ko agok. Asan kiyan. Animene kay si Miss Kuta Kreman kay si niskipatatsik our ancestors' graves. Ute si Pawesk. Kay si aya kuinipaga mi kinipimenaw. Kay si akos sikitin ni menanak. Ase ko ni gipe Miss Kuta muawak. Mito ning gipe awawak nista kakwe kuskupitawak. Maka Egos pia nagakiyayamiyak, he was only the middleman. Kevin Griffiths. Moneo ko ka kiyakiyitakinak, tatsi musta ko menyo. Magawi na po kaya ko spigita ko sin. Maga, tanay pa niwa ni ma, kitawapat na kikanimenyo, kawita ko si kikanots. Ani kiyayaw, Minister Sala, ako ayaw, CEO. Mitanin kaya kakaten tanong ko tata ni menu itat mo na metis paniumina etti ko. Just a brief little video. Maka suki peta ko simagan. Ayo kaisi paminikaw ya ako tayo niwag. But like I said, we have a team of experts that will bring everything to your attention. And we're gonna meet with you. Kawitapmit na no may niwag. Itaw kakinaw kaya ko nakanutsita kisew nastag me kotse. And we're gonna work with you. Kaginagaya ko ang katsi mustat na neti sinutsita kuman iskipat sige mas sinaikan. Kahit yan eko enak mutanista. Eko enak iskotap mutat Northern Flood Agreement. Ako, tamame ako sumiskutan. Ayo, kapmenutita no manista. Utayamista ma keo mina sa kitawano. Kagiat man utaw tayamista ma keo mots sa utayaw. Tantete, wista sa nutsit siget. Magakuta kitawa na wasay. Awiwita tuskemi kwag. So kaginagay ko sa Kito mi sa kwes kay si unastan tagtagti si menopaniak kanan tay tatapiso uswag kita kay sinutsi ta ko kay ko na pukis na tayawa ko tayamista make wa kananita the elders wisdom too Ketiatsak mi ng ati te potawag. So, nistay sayo as the minister, I ask you for your trust. Si agi siminto ke mga gano menyo. Kinto tamat na tatapo ni mi nisto magay sinutsitan. You know, kaya ko na mi ni kayan tanutsitan, mitunay siya komisyan ti sinutsitan. Ang kisitan mi na ni ma, mi ni kayan atos kewin. And that's the way I want to approach this work. Agi siminto ke mga gan. Kinanas komit na ayo sa animagisto to be patient with me. I ask you to be patient and to understand itenista kay kwese ito tamata guguma. But with your input, I want your input in everything. But may pitamanaw nagiso na sinaigan, and then we'll bring it, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll move forward from there. Manina siya magawag ni na niya tintea o pitama aya o note now. Pugumisitay sinistuta wag pitamawag yamiyak. Government to government, minister to minister. Gusipit tama. Matitewistana, hewi natay kiskeni mag tantewista. Teni tak. Kung ano mapitamato taman. So kinanas commit na kusani may sipagit naman. And I know we will meet again on this. Thank you.
Thank you,
So, well, what
Shirley.
about an order for agreement, Diana?
My turn. I'm so happy seeing you guys together. You know, kind of. I got some, from my voice. I'm happy to you guys. You guys. I don't know, but you guys, elders who God, I just have too much heart. I know it's a hard job. I know, I don't know, but yeah. I'm sorry. It's a public meeting, right? You can say anything you want. You can say anything. Nenas, sugatiri petutian. Drunk or sober, gotta be the much enemy. I know you guys are probably saying, yeah, tagagi pewa. But I wanted to say this for the longest time, man. What you frick's sake. Lawrence, my counselors, my chief, the putira. I know I'm a drug. It's an addiction in Alemania. Is that beer? But I want to tell you guys something. guys have to hear this. I want to tell them. They're right here, my chief and my counselor. I voted for all of them, except for that one over there. Just kidding. Just kidding, Roland. I love you. You're not a counselor. Sagit na gagano. The tegots. The teg. Eh? But what I'm gonna tell you right now is tanto may siya Winnipeg na to. Just kidding. Mate, can I go keep your house for a weekend? Just kidding. No, but ngayon, ayaw, Ross, Flora, Elder, Flora, ayaw, Florence. I just want to tell you guys. Naman kasi met tago kisa, but I got a voice too for my, I might be drunk, but I want to talk for myself, even though regardless, it's a public meeting, right? Breathe. Guys can't even look at me, man. Matsenimik.
I want to say something about the NFA ni Stanley P. Socha. Ni piso mayo, I tasted it, but spagan. I was wondering if you could say something like to get our water purification systems in our homes. I don't like the taste of our water. Maybe get purification systems going on in our sinks and water systems. Ako minamidset sa minawa sa kepi ko pansik. Rasi siya at sa mina allergies. Nista allergies nitan. I never used to be allergic to kunisewes eh. I found out when we had these fish fries going on. Kung ako tagi kiskay ni Miswa I'm allergic to fish. Never been allergic to fish before because my grandpa was a fisherman. I don't know. Chito sa pemis ko tamanis tayo kasi sige ko ni PS if you can do something about it to get all these kids together and these people that are allergic to water, maybe you could gather them up and maybe get a compensation for them. Ako ano po ko nakawit yan ni Piyot si Eko si.
Ego si Tiana.
Kimamit to na naminan namana ewan na gutot siut pemit si kamak akanin na nutiyak utanin na niyak all the things you guys promised. I know I see some, but surely you're the best. Always. I love you. I'll have your purple shirt after. Okay? Okay, but look, my chief, David. I'm speaking from, nobody here is speaking. Are you? Yeah. Miniguas, kak. Are you? Like, mommy nanutay ni mo naman aspet. Pero, pisisi sa pagko, tayo ni mo na pisisi. But I just wanted to come. It's a public meeting. I can come say whatever I want to say, right? I love you, pagawita ko. Mapagat. I got a lot of, it went away. I'm sorry. Sabi to niya yung, nagkaswasan. I'm mad. I'm just crying. David, I'm looking at you. I'm sorry for coming here, but it's a public meeting, right?
It was your Diana.
Yeah.
I have to cut you off.
Cut me off,
Yeah.
Roland.
Stephen, Jennifer.
I'll come back again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Roland,
Yeah. Jennifer.
I'll come back in the cast.
Jennifer.
I won't be able to say anything. Don't clap.
Good afternoon. Ayaw mo teka no patamani agenda. Mons kimisko teno trucks. Na spits kyo patena no ekite mai go chikus katsak. Nista kite magi sinani na pem. Agama ni po attend meeting. Ego po mo sa trucks kita ni mo sigate one day. Kaginawyak by mo Facebook allowance welfare tatispan sunyas kyo pateno gisto kapiegota. Gisto kitosimisyo kusimyo kitimaigwag. Ako ni po kanantaw taga ketuta maga kwa. O esa kemanatio inyo kaya ko jisin ako siya. Niyo paten Facebook kasa gina ni Paichik conspiracy of silence kita kayo na Cross Lake. Nita mo man napem tanaga natagi tutsikate. Mama distant utam phonim because phonia drug dealers mijat tapos muna manis tangina simangan singkina tao akanentik I need proof akan tapos you're right you need proof nito tao. Can you do something? Go talk to chief and council. If not nito tao, I'm gonna do something. I had enough nito tao. Egit timagis yan every night. May one, man two, kita wichiwak. Kisto mina gantuta mek. Kyo pateno, wino minupan niyog. Utnachik, maga, kita wapatamak. Gusto kitigay, my granny used to say that to me. Wino, tagit timagis yog, iniguk. Eman sunya tachik inyo papapiak. Agama one day kita ni muchigate nata kita tuta chika kwa. Akwa kay Tonyog. Every time pe funi na pe mama restaurant gitutam. Simagan spogo. Minagista Leroy pagkataytap machik simagan sak. Kitab mo ang naman ang simagansak. Okay. Pero, hindi papig nilapem. Tapos may kasing ginatabi na, Leroy, okay magan kiyam yaw. Aganin ko si Papa niyo, Winnipegis pa niyo. Aganin ginata, Sheriff, ninatangan na, tante tato ni. Aganin ki-face pa negote, gipenataw. Tayam yaw. Mora nanta ka kito tente tao. Si Pepe tat mat sa inyong kusiste tao. Nata gig trucks te tao. You have to have proof. Muna gayon proof, I'm giving you my license plate. Aganin tik. Mora nanta there's nothing I can do. Hindi ka na sheriff. Again, you call yourself a sheriff. Hindi tao. Ito mga petao kasi numanante itaga na. You call yourself a sheriff, you're a bullshitter. Ako ni tagaganop met mga nantantik. Muna sa tagito sheriff, tagifafuni. Ako ni ipegyo, tachi gusto. Gatifuni ako kimagan Leroy. Gitipefuni Leroy. Sagi funi usimagan. Tananagat siya giw taparas. Di mo kaya 20 minutes kautago pangos. Wala mo na daw si tapat si Pamo, Sheriff, utagapit. Simagan sa kami naman na ninatog. I have proof nito. Mama, we really need proof. Kaya pati no, Amina, we know, kasi tuto, sigutin di mi asay. We katet siya, kaya pati no, tegisto Facebook. Ako ni mapu ko kisto ko sa katatuta may kesa kimanatsya eko ka uchis pa ni Cross Lake. Emanatsi tuwag muna yung iwitam kaya kon. Eko ka witya. Nagami na yung tago si dati musto na pe mo meno. Nagana tago si gusto elders gitimagito epitse kaya kote. Ako yung magakiyayo ito. Umagapagit ni kate, welfare ito. Monis na nami nagaya ito. Agami na o ito, isko. Egi funi yan, kagipagit na kate, kani maayo. Mas naman ito kate. Kawaniga, chigis sa kami na 200 tala, mina o vouchers. Aga 150. Ganin tiga na ni stanapel. Maragagimin na taga maginapel waniget. Kitimagi sindit. Muna maanti tao. Ang anang sa nag-isko, kagwara iskay, kate to isko. Gifuni ni stay ito. Matigay gimi nagayan voucher ito. Aman elder. Ganin mo stick ito. Ayaw po ito wanige, wag ito. Aga mati mami ni kota kasalin niyo. Aga evi kagachi keman mo awas sunias kagimini kayak tante ucipan eragai pagitnat. Ugimagan? Moj kinagagachimit na magayawan.
Tanto sunia sa ni moment.
Away sa kagi pagit ni tam. Sama wani kaya wagi sa uge.
Okay,
Umatsi wak.
Umachi wagi ko.
Ka voucher na ni ma.
Voucher ani.
Ininip matsi no tsipa ni ma. Ininip matsi kapagit ni sa suniawan tayo grant funding. Ako minan tayo ayo eko tamas na iga tewa yu ininip matsi wen. Ako itakan kantame na utin niyo. Eko tau chiwichi awani. Muna sunia out sa pagit now. Pa PO sa ki pagit negate kita ut ni ketse groceries. Ako mina gasoline. PO sa ki pagit negate ke and there's a certain period ta pagit negate ke ani kantem machi pan yan se every year to chika tewa ni ma from ininiwep machi. Machi kami na okay ka kawiyat nte no siya siksi panes ka asami na ko tatawid siya gasoline. Ako mina ka mumenetsik. Eko ni sani eko tau kau chiwichi chikin niwak. Tau siya ya chikot ni ketsik.
Egi tute chik elders ako ni mon sa uchimini chik.
Well, kang Kawitan, there was a couple of elders ayo that wanted ayo assistance ayo emachichik, but those two elders were on wheelchairs and walkers, and they weren't able to go hunt over there. Then, and we looked after their health and wellness. So I did say, but there was funds there in Quito na for them to tasipatapati chicken a vehicle for Mumine or to go ayutante pampanchik. That's what happened. Because we look after everyone's wellness as well. Yeah.
Kami mini chigo kumen yung voucher ka mini chik at timini got the mak.
I know, and that's the sad,
Akama,
and that's the sad
lagi-
thing we couldn't do.
Lagi ka na pa ko mo ko sisi elders lagi wichia ko ko sisi we thought they're entitled to that money. Uskasak ni stay to tera sa pete po tamaga in
Yeah.
kasalin.
Yeah.
At mana muna ni muna mana kana penny tene ko si elders who respect our elders kita.
Yes, we do.
When it comes
Yeah.
to something, umisisya pagit
Yeah.
mo ka nagaganapin mo.
We help the elders with the fuel wood program. We kutay na tapo minawag checks. Minawag checks, but kamachi na niwak muna na sa ketiatis mito niwina kiyaw si puetapa so chimanik for so many days and stuff like that. We're looking after them for their wellness. Ayus at kaya sa tatante kawat timot si kaya tatante agos si kawas si menete. But we did tell them that there are vouchers for mumine and everything else that happens there. We didn't forget about them. They come there. A lot of elders came there and got them. The ones that are mobile kay Tony Wake, kakaskita at sikap muteo sik. So we did that. We didn't freeze anything on anybody for the record.
So
Yeah.
tegit timagan ako tiyan
Mm-hmm.
Tapos ni ma.
Yeah.
Ay po kawit yan. Sa peka ka no, mek na natin. Ang kanina natako siya nanin gayit. Kumani ma, kagawat mani na. One day, tatepot mga trucks. Kikisimangan sa tapesi chik. Ako ni po kata, pwede ka na natatuta mag. Nistaw ti na. Tagote na ang tawag tatuta mag.
Thank you.
Okay, Chief
Thank you,
Esabel.
sir. Ego da gagani ko na bitaw sa panaginip match all different elders activities. We have youth activities, women's activities. Ago trappers is everything says gagani givitsia papa gani says we're trying to do that. Ago about the trucks and alcohol. Ikiski din them stay is not a pagot tamaga naman. We had a walk on April 24th, Awasaki, Pasigo, Children Against Drugs, Agitonia, Motana, Manemaga. When we had a meeting on the next day, April 25th, yeah, and we put stuff together, Kagimama Stenan, I said, Tinitay, Tasiget Utamag, drugs and alcohol, Simagan Sagan, Mr. Augusto, Motri Gates, Yuganaka, I said, Tuskiage. Umagagi paiga te guta muna menop panega itoni mana border. I know we have problems at the border. We're not fine, but the people wanted that border. We know unani tai, so we did that, but it slows down and we have confiscated drugs and we have confiscated alcohol from those here to try and slow it down. It was say, but I know we can't stop everything. You can see it then I was saying. Our children drink and our children do drugs and stuff like in every household or whatever. Even the parents cannot stop them. We start taking actions by PCRing people out. We have PCR people. We're removing people and giving so we try to tell them that you got to stop this or else you're going to move out of that house. We know that they're selling from there. So we have started doing something about removing people from the houses, especially the brand new houses where they're supposed to be for the children. We remove the person that's doing all the problems, not the children. We try to keep the children in the home with a good caregiver
naga terimi chikisa kweske. Yabas may te pema ineo so they still come and do all that stuff. So we're working on our own, trying to have our own police force. I said to go up, I did on some of the Facebook. Some people are taking action to get their own First Nation police in Vistoya. We're heading in that direction, Visnan, because we have no control over these police, and they don't listen to us. Nistoma, if I phone in, if I pay, I said that phone in. I need the person who reported to you to report to me. So it has to be first hand, not second hand, not third hand paid. Wala te pinag maneo pa itamo agmana tatigano tapanas kana tantano at sige sani if they're stealing vehicles or they're transporting vehicles. Like today we had we're notified that somebody's bringing in trucks already, and we're now getting prepared for that, trying to do something about it. Whether that's going to happen by the police or not, that's something that's we're hoping that they do take action. We're trying to use our justice committee. We're trying to use our mental health. We're trying to use our health people to talk to these people. We're using a WASIS. We're using George's principle. They're going to it's a disease. It's a disease that's happening. Spilt naik is a first choice. That's their choice in the beginning. But after a while, when they do use it, it's no longer a choice. They need that. They need that check in their body. But they need the mental health services. They need the health services. They need detoxification. We need a detox here. We need the trunk tang and stuff like that. We need those things, but it takes a while to get those things, money to get all those things in place. And so we're trying to do as many programs as we can to do that. So I hear you, and I thank you for bringing those things to our attention. Thank you.
Ayutip, Ekimegos cognate exco, Economini Wisto, Ekimachita chick umenu, order Ekiachic, Agonintic, Anaya score, Ninanaki Machita, there's 24 of us. I got 15 sipuete and the trainee chikito. That's when SOS pa mi to nga 15, I wanted 2 weeks pa to skewak. I wanna sa mi na watay ito. Minugpa niyo ito na isko. Mot mana chiyana na gito. Pugite si kata wag ito nagachito. Ako kita ka na isko. If we have a meeting, pwede po siya ka nag-iisip, nag-ipeto ko ta nag-iisip. Ako niya hente ta na isko, hantaya mi ama na. Ako ni spiya kiya niyo agente tao, ka-phone it tao, kita pewit naman, tan si makino ato tamek inte tao. Chief and Council kinas kamo kisay ni agito, ako ni ninantanan kaskesi nito ay kisay ni chikito. Askan sa putarak chimana ka pasito kay tenisa maga sa ito it's getting ayo ito we nominate wawa na isay kaya tatiwa tatiya yo ito wawa na ito isto sinya ko magaispani kito gani mana giminuto na isko when we have that meeting katepot kita pewita man titaw mapete ko to chikagi kagiskinutok, tansi wisto, kagetituta, kikintita. I hope we do it sooner.
Chief, I just want to add on to your comment about welfare sa mga ng truck dealers. Niki atresi na nima. Reti yung kitutanan, kitaitanan, kiskeni mga kuko kaka truck dealers and bootleggers. Screenshots ani ki pa-print yan nan there was a letter ki masinay kateo from the Social Service Department. Pagota pertosi tse kayo ni bank statements. Because that's kasi kahit as tech social services you pogo ispi sa bank statements takinto tse kanwa ke tanto tamat. Ako wakaki kiskene mga ko ke kaya tse ka seli drugs and alcohol. Asan ki pa printing, there's a letter that was attached maga kipe sumawawa our social administrator. Eki pe funikot na pewa. Eki pe somikot tate paske se kate nekwike to go shoot up his house if he messes with them. Ayo, eukete mo ke kiskeniten makarati yung kipape tako sinane ko si tarike si tako skyak. Maka sani ma Bethret niu yawa na ako ni Sekisu. Maka muats na pakitne nani ko, we're gonna push that. Pagumay ni wakina wa umi nakatutamek. Inni wako ke kate wak the truck dealers they house them. Mo kitwak min sunya se ko te utse minitsik. Ako kiskeniten piako tamanas ko out of community ka beta tilit. Kiwanawit sa wamakane ke family. Pekispewe wake konwi na pukot si wanawit south. Muna mga pukuwi na katakos kaniwa kanima. There's gonna be others coming. Ako yo kaisa taitenita me ke kanan tawe tutama about these drugs and alcohol. We are taking steps from my social service portfolio. I'm taking steps. Kasi
Thank you.
Kasi igiswa ton Jennifer.
Roland.
Tara mi hotanapio.
Roland.
David Leroy.
Ayaw tengay ito na ininyokan tutagig TV with respect to this matter. Alcohol, drugs, and opioid crisis is a world problem. It's not just Cross Lake. And it's not just illegal drugs. There's prescription drug abuse, T3s, Sagusisa. It doesn't matter who sits here in the future. The problem is going to increase because the problem is all of us. We harbor activities. That's why, for some of you that don't know me, I'm a former police officer. Because you're dealing with a very sophisticated drug operation. Anything to make money. And you're dealing with an international drug operation, that leads to human trafficking. If you think you can get high in Cross Lake and have a good time, if they don't get to you, they're going to get to your family. People are going to start to go missing. This is happening all over the world. The chief doesn't have all the answers. Neither does the council. Neither do the workers that work for us. Those of you, kaitaga migisik musse, hegetsi gonenaya guk hawasa gomitsinyo, their family allowance, their welfare as a means to survive. Do you have a conscience when you take that food away from them, from the table? Mamit toneni tamuk kantutamek. Kittimagi soga was saganut maga chief and council at yatame nemau. Welfare at yatame nemau. You're the one that's making that choice to take those steps, to put stuff in your mouth, in your nostrils, to damage your liver and miniguin. Maga awasis at tigiwate nemo. And it's not just alcohol and drugs that's a problem. Gambling addiction. I'm not taking pot shots on anybody because I've been listening. Again, tutamak, but we hear the messages loud and clear. Everybody's guilty in this mess. And we expect to find solutions when we keep adding gasoline to the fire. 3 to 5,000 I did at the Pamachik to harbor fugitives in criminal act. We're all involved because our relatives, our kids, our grandkids are involved. And what do we do with that oasis? Waste tagi scrap, so teneagos tagi mami tonen tagat the abuse awasa. That neglect from parenting. Grandparents don't want to keep their grandkids because until they get money from Nigan. It would be nice, but we don't want to talk about the truth. We can sit here all day and talk about the problems, but when is that healing going to start? We're self-destructing from a system that's made us weak and dependent. Canada's welfare system. To the ban system. The ban system, the Indian Act, was designed to destroy you, to get rid of you from your land, your territory. People who love the Indian Act are aiding and abetting in a commission of genocide. And that's the truth. It's not for the lack of trying, but it's the lack of cooperation from our people to give that evidence. Well, we didn't witness it, we didn't see it, we don't have in possession of that drugs or that alcohol. Did you go buy from that person? Where's that bottle? Where's that money? In a system of law, it requires evidence, it requires identity, and it requires that we catch the people doing it. Stand 10 years from now. Another group at then it becomes an homelessness issue. We get bashed every day on Facebook. But people are not being honest about the truth why we kick out people. Politically, bootleggers and drug dealers, women, and they make a plan to counter. Ni pate pesque petanyo yugegono. Kaista tuwe mwiwega git say New York Toronto chao po chute pe muna puguta tagus yumisto maget no gunu chitsige. Hawina ke penata muato ke magana. Ispigweski stago to organized crime. Which one of you will stand beside him? His family gets threatened. Or any of the leaders, or any of the 4 councils. This is a very dangerous process we're involved in. It's not just a Cross Lake problem. I take your information, I give it to what they call Intel, RCMP. I don't even tell them half of the time because that's the point that I mean. That's the politics that's part of the problem. People playing politics. The drug dealers and drug users. It's not a joke. This is serious stuff. Next thing you know, somebody's house is getting burnt down. Like, we got to face reality, people. What's the gats? 10, 15 people at Nagogog every month. They pay finanyog meskana to the graveyard. Ako ikaw tegi usita potholes. Unfortunately, kitimagan grieving. Kanagatigwag sa agan. All of us have gone through that. What are we doing? How are we going to try and preserve life? Or are we going to promote death? Because that's where we're going. Pugugutan in a very good way. Ego chipushina nyog megot land-based mina. We need to find a way to get our people to heal. Do you want to pay a mental health worker to fly in every week at $2,000 a day? Or do you want to give one of your kids a fishing rod and a tackle box for $100? Then te utaminut pigwatsai. Munaminan niyo ni kiskisanan get yatsak, kagustik, squeoga pisigusika pegupig yosotsik, na peog mina pegupig yoswag. You think like fish. That's why we bring that heminus sit kunoseo. Egwanika usita matskani kunoseo, kapisigustik squeo, get yatsak agustik inyo. People that are able and willing and can, we give them the fish to usita masutsik. And if they don't know how, they will be taught how. Over 25% diabetes, that's why you need that fish. So there's a lot of problems. Compounded to with the musisi. And who's your biggest problem? Manitoba Hydro. And so nachitat kigeno. And so nachitat kini pimino kya pitsego utsimwa atit. Mo minusu tago no sa umasaga igan. Kitago sigo no. Cancer's on the rise. Because remember, the NFA was to bring back hope, what they were going to take away. It called for a plan. Community development plan. And one of the things that got done in 2015, in Nyogagino, not chief and council, UNR, was a plan of recreation. You have a plan already. Action plan meets it out the programs as they and one of them was Ininip Mat Scene. You got to need a voucher, a PO. It's not a free for all, it's a subsidy. It's not just hunting, it's not just fishing, it's trapping. Kapit daw na kante may isot maskigo at ante musa na kaya ninyo gasop matsin. Egata wanita kasama to nigit tiniwin no. That's what that program was designed to do. Meet it, and it's a good thing. But we have a blacklist. Jennifer, our workers have a blacklist. What does that mean? Those people that abuse those POs, gasoline vouchers, food vouchers. There was a stack. Cross-legged manager, and those are the people that are on that list. Mogitong Gutsemina. Egonik minhugati ang pansigong itimay nan mo ni minigay. So we can go into those kind of details. But high-level presentation because to do what they need to do, what they said they were going to do in the NFA. Does the NFA really work for us? The NFA was a permission slip that allowed Manitoba Hydro to operate on your land and to use your water. Sabi mo, manupa niyo, what do you want to do with them? As long as the turbines keep spinning, they're going to keep making money. Peg puta extension cord e peta pega mo from Chen Peak distribution line it's here. Puguis pi Mr. Koskas it's a matsagisiga. How get the might to get that Simino Gagos Siginyo? We get into emergency mode, immobilize Yaganyo Kamnipat the Pisk. However, Piata again, Mutin no. These are the kind of things that we need to address. Hawaga sa CP tago na skipat sigaw. So magigot yun as na yate kage. There's nothing new we can do. In Nugagi unas na, we just need to go and force Hydro to do what they said they were going to do. Tantos na iga na twista. Stay mas sinayigaw. They're supposed to create employment for our people. They're supposed to train our people. Our welfare shouldn't be increasing, it should be decreasing while we put people to work. Tagwe pagagamiagok, tagwe astepetsik. Muna yun tipap mitsik. It's an addiction, it's a sickness. We need to help them as much as we can, as best as we can. Kung yung gagawin chitit tagugutam, November ng itaw gimagan, tamamopya kapaw tayo chato environmental racism. What developers do on our land, Hydro is one of them. Mining companies is another one. This is your territory. This is your home. What do you want to do with it as a people? So I'm hoping we can follow up with the IU to complete that agenda that's here. But we need another series of meetings because we need to know what's coming down the pipe. We need to know what Canada is actually doing and planning. Even the legislation Ottawa has that want to tax people on a reserve and tax property. Should it become a fee simple land privatization? It's not a political scary story. It's real. Those laws were passed in Ottawa already. But everybody needs to bear down and try and understand what's coming. And our job here is to facilitate, to bring that information. Together about those things. But so simagan sa Jennifer, not just me, counselors, we pass on the information and what's animan. Simagan sigan, our CMP policing contract is a provincial contract with the province of Manitoba. Musingi tamago na ang simagans, anuso mapisim, apat tayo nugutosik po tayo tatas simagan sak. They're understaffed. Out of all the members that are here, nisupugo over 5-year service. Kaya kagano utiskulio ka pa ututa China. So that you're aware, the challenge is why police are taking a long time. They probably get 100 calls a day, and they're trying to respond to calls of priority. That's what they do. They try their best, but they're human like us. Because the calls go 24/7. Pugutay meet kita simagan Winnipeg, Guanyu Chitan, Sigawi Shep, and Yasangyan, Muteran Minogo. So Tagiskan Tamagago Simagan, seen what's happening at that front. So we're going to put tama, kanagatamat no, umuta guys panik. Tapwe, mga gaito, Jennifer Animan. It's hard. All of us are affected. All of us. Timagan. So what do we do? It's the question. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Leroy. So we'll take a health break, 10 minutes. There's a suggestion, recommendation, a separate meeting via NFA. Pugo, tani mutsiga termina drugs and alcohol, separate meeting. Pugo, so we'll take a 10-minute break, health break. Maybe talk, washroom, whatever. We'll start up with that weapon to Winnipeg. So, Misosi Tom NFA na tapiti one. Stretch your legs. Depi talk. Depapatag. Hindi ka patag mapan hall. Get the blood moving. Florence, Florence. Florence, Florence, yeah.